Hey everyone, Sean Clement here. We're going to show you how grass whips, hockey sticks, hammers, and a multitude of other tools are going to help you simplify the game beyond belief so that you can evolve into the golfer you're supposed to be. Enjoy. Hey everyone, Sean Clement here at the gorgeous Royal Quebec Golf Club in Quebec City. And today we're going to be talking about how to clear the hips. And many of you ask on a regular basis, why is it that I quit turning? Why am I facing the ball too much at impact? And, and that has repercussions with, chicken wings and things like that. Well, let me comfort you again by saying that you are not defective and that the task that you choose plays greatly on how you move through the ball. So the first thing I typically do when I'm asking a student to, why they're not clearing their hips, if they have a stone and they want to skip a stone on water, I'm skipping a stone in that direction. I got my stone right here, and I skip my stone out there. Nobody ever messes this up, even if they don't look, even if they still look a little awkward through it, they're always shifting first. Why? Well, your shoulders only have 20 degrees of range. If you don't move the rib cage out of the way, you're just going to hit yourself. So how does the rib cage move out of the way? Well, the rib cage is attached to the pelvis through the spine. The spine only has 1 degree or less of range of motion between each facet joint. And because of that, the pelvis and the rib cage have to move together. So if you're underusing your legs in the backswing, well, you're giving yourself a little bit of a disservice because it's going to really prevent you from finishing the backswing properly. And if you look at skipping a stone on water, I have to go get the ground to use the ground to get my body out of the way so I have access to the pond. So if you're a boxer and you're going to perform a little bit of a punch, that's why you're bouncing a lot, you're looking for the ground. The first thing that you do is you go to the ground. Then once you have the ground, you can get your body out of the way and snap the punch. A baseball throw is exactly the same thing. It's called a kinematic sequence or a human kinetic chain. We're already wired for that. You get this for free. So what task do we put you on in order for you to clear the body properly? So let's say this was a little bamboo shoot or a sugar cane and I had a nice machete in my hands. I'm going to take the machete and I'm going to slash through that sucker. So would you ever see anybody do this? Not twice. So I'm going to go get the ground, use the ground to get the body out of the way so I get to cut all the way through that bamboo shoot. Well, it's the same thing if I had a golf club here, and you'll notice here's one of our famous grass whips, and you can see it on our website at Wisdom in Golf. You go to a Pro Shop page and you'll see this particular tool. We've adapted a grass whip or a mini scythe to a golf club. So if I was going to cut through this with my grass whip, well, wouldn't it look like this? So my brain is sensing continuity when I'm cutting through something. Now, back to the stone. Here's my ball. Here's my stone. Throw the stone into the ball. Well, I don't have to shift my weight or clear my hips for that, do I? Because I'm facing my target. So you go through that with both hands stuck on the club, ball. There's your chicken wing. There's your lack of clearing of the hips. There's your lack of weight shift. So if we cut through something, gather, cut all the way through, you'll notice that the brain's got to go get the ground, use the ground to get the body out of the way. So guess what? Half your knee is the femur. The femur is your hip. When the legs are using the ground, the hips move the rib cage and the pelvis out of the way, and now your hands can come through. See how I get this beautiful lag? And now I get this gorgeous extension through to the target because there is no obstacle in the way. So here's an amazing drill that's going to help you get a sense of that very easily. It's called the feet together drill. And it's, in my opinion, the #1 drill for swing benefits in the game of golf. So you're going to glue both feet together, like both arches are being fused and form one main suction cup. And you put both knees together. So you don't want any of this Elvis Presley movement. You want both knees together, and you want both knees to rotate together. See that? So if I take my arm club unit, one arm is about the equivalent of 9% of your body weight, times 2 plus a club for a 200-pound person. That's about 40 pounds. That's a lot of weight. So when I move my arms in this direction, something has to go in the opposite direction to counterbalance me. If I don't move my lower body, I fall over. So now, immediately, as your arms go this side, you'll feel the need to allow the body to turn in the opposite direction to counterbalance you. You don't have to think about that. It happens. So now, I want to cut through the dandelion stem with this. So the brain's going to go get the ground. See that little squat? That's a Rory McIlroy squat, a Tiger Woods squat, a Jack Nicklaus squat, Sam Snead. So the brain goes to the ground, uses the ground to cut through the dandelion stem. So you notice the butt returns in the opposite direction. When that happens, it catapults the blade through the dandelion stem. So what I'd like to see you do is you put a tee in the ground. This is the tee that you're cutting through. Do a couple of practice swings. You gather, let the club cut through the grass. Gather, let the club cut through. Come to the tee. Gather, cut through the tee. Now, put a ball on the tee. So if we get a nice target going, I'm going to use an intermediate point to help me get to my target. Put another tee in front here. There we go. Glue the feet together. Feel how both your glutes and quads, right? So glutes and quads, secure to the ground, applying pressure to the arches of both feet. So you notice how everything tends to turn together. And there it is. So now all I'm going to do is gather my backswing and let momentum cut through the tee. And you'll notice, hey, that's going far. Typically, you can hit up to 90% of your regular speed feet together. For some of you, it's going to be farther, right? Because when the feet are together, you stay extremely centered in the swing. And you have to clear in order for the arms to pass by you. If you don't clear and your arms go that way, you'll start pulling yourself all over the place. So at first, many of you are going to be losing your balance very easily. And as you get better with this, then you'll start feeling what activates that catapult. So if I just let my arms fall through the tee, and by the way, if we look at, if you were a lumberjack and you had an axe in your hands, here's my tree, got my axe, heave the axe. Notice I didn't sway off of this sucker. Now I let the weight of the axe fall to the tree. That's not it. I let the weight of the axe fall to the tree. That's it. See how that works? Feet together. Let the club fall through the cut of the tee. So if I'm cutting through something, everything breezes through and towards the target, and you get this beautiful returning action of your posterior, meaning you're clearing your hips without losing that, precious spine angle. You feel that protruded posterior returning the arms into the target. So I hope you enjoyed that. Enjoy this drill. It's phenomenal, and we'll see you next one.